Alright, so well, I guess I can record myself from it. So in my first demo I did of the system, and I said I wasn't happy with it at all. At that point, all I had done was I'm not using any of my aftermarket like 6x8s or tweeters or anything of that. No 4-channel amp. I'm just running the factory Bose speakers, which actually sound pretty good. At least for the mids and highs, they sound good. But then I had my box installed and the port was facing up, and it was only about 4 inches from the friggin' roof of the truck. And I was only using the bass restoration processor, the audio control Epic 160. And I was just totally unsatisfied with it. And I had a few things to clear up and, you know, fine tuning and whatnot. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So I did some readjusting here. Well, I did some more installing rather. Cleaned up my wires a bit, although I would like to put something there to cover them up. This is my switch that turns on the audio control. I installed my Clarion, which changed everything. That turns on that, and the amplifier, the head unit is constant, so I could just turn it on and start bumping right now. And I changed that. So ported on driver's side. Technically I could still fit someone on this side if I really had to, if it was a girl that was small, probably. I could also move this box over that way a little bit. I also could mount the speaker traditionally, but I don't know. I like being able to feel if it's hot quicker. Soon I'll be installing these LED lights here, which are pretty sweet. Anyways, so I got a bottle jack here, just barely holding on for dear life at the moment. Well, that is really tight. I got a mixed match of wires. I'm not going for maximum SPL, although I would love to be right where I was before. So I wasn't really too concerned with using copper clad aluminum wire, and it was more flexible than the 2-aught welding cable I had, which I could barely even maneuver at all. At any rate, so I changed things up a bit, and it is significantly different. I'm actually not going to demo it right now because everyone's laying down at my house. But yeah, and the dog is awesome, by the way. I mean, it's like nothing ever happened. I'm so thankful. I mean, really, I've been thanking God all day long. So decided, screw mounting my amp on the enclosure. That's just stupid, so I didn't do it. Oh yeah, I see now. I can definitely move this over like at least 2 inches. And I should probably do something because this is going to ruin my seats, my nice leather. Also, by the way, if anyone's interested, I have the PAC Pacific Accessory Corporation. Oh, that's what that stands for. The line out converter, which I am not going to use. If anyone's interested, they're not very expensive, so I mean, it's kind of stupid for me to send it to anyone. It'd be just as easy for you to just buy it yourself, but whatever. I guess I was just thinking out loud. But yeah, I got that like that. I got the excess power under here, and this side is the ground. So if this hits like metal or something, I'm not too worried about that. And the other side, the positive side, I wrapped the Sky High terminal in all sorts of electrical tape. I'll get a good demo in probably tomorrow. Yeah, I was definitely turning some heads today, let me tell you. Had people dancing on the side of the street, clapping and shit. It was awesome. Well, that's all I wanted to do, is show that I changed it up, and I am at least close to satisfied with it now. We're about to have some torrential downpours, possible tornado and hail apparently. So we'll see what happens. On another note, I'm not a huge fan of the channel A Call for an Uprising. I mean, he does wake people up in his own way, and everyone, even shills out there, put out information that wakes people up. Problem is, when do you stop listening? When do you draw the line of believing them or not? But at this point, I'm, in my opinion, pretty good at that. But anyways, Call for an Uprising. Am I still recording? Call for an Uprising did a video today, or uploaded it. It's like a documentary about Satanism and NAMBLA and, you know, all that nasty, sick, adrenochrome, nasty shit, you know. But he uploaded a video, and it's from the 80s, I believe. One of the more talked about missing children cases, I guess, from that era, time, whatever. And I'm almost done with the video now, and I tell you that some of it's really hard to watch. I was getting sick to my stomach. So if you're queasy like that, I wouldn't recommend watching it. But then again, I think it's something everyone needs to see, because it's a very, very harsh part of our reality. And whether you're a Christian or believe in God or whatever, people need to understand that there are people that have certain beliefs that are very, very evil. And that's part of what's controlling what's happening right now. So, oh, that was filter yummy. So it's time to come together, people. It's time to come together, and I don't know, just come together. I'll leave it at that. I mean, people can fill in the blanks, right? It ain't gonna happen. We're not supposed to meet in numbers greater than 10. Well, I think we need to meet in numbers of 10,000. You know, 100,000, and then some. We need to gather. We need to organize, and we need to stand up for our freedom, for what's right, for our children's future, for our children's future, our grandkids. You know, and this isn't all there is. You know, you can live and die free in this country without submitting to tyranny. It's up to you how you go about from here on out. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a good one.